Maybe you've seen the viral video with the woman who can hold all of her trash from a year of life inside a tiny mason jar. Maybe you've balked at it. But could you do it? Think long and hard, because you might just have to. This is Wasteland, a deep dive into what we throw out and how it affects what's next. In today's consumptive culture, zero-waste lifestyle sounds stranger than sci-fi, but more and more entire cities and corporations are jumping onto the trashless bandwagon. And while it sounds great in theory, the definition of zero waste for a city or corporation is much murkier than meets the eye. For starters, going zero waste doesn't simply mean creating next to no trash like that woman and her mason jar. In Sweden, less than 1% of trash ends up in landfill. They're still making it, however. They're just incinerating most of it, which comes with its own set of environmental disadvantages. And most of the dozens of cities in the world with zero waste initiatives rely heavily on recycling, an imperfect system that yields its own share of landfill waste, despite best efforts. It ain't easy going zero waste, as cities are starting to figure out. San Francisco has it written into its charter that zero waste means no trash sent to landfill and none disposed of by high-temperature destruction. Burdened by the resulting glut of hard-to-recycle electronic and packaging waste, the city, still a zero-waste frontrunner, announced in 2018 that it wouldn't be able to meet its 2020 zero-waste goal. In most cases, it's the costs and infrastructure that are holding these cities back. Boston was full steam ahead on its zero-waste goals until it had to start spending $3 million more per year on recycling. And in New York, costs are prohibiting the expansion of the city's civic composting initiative. Corporations may have an easier time reaching zero-waste goals, likely because they have the funds and resources and PR incentive to dedicate to innovating new solutions rather than retrofitting old ones. Unilever, for example, patented an entire process called Creosolve to make single-use plastic packets recyclable. At Procter & Gamble in India, manufacturing scraps are refabricated into building materials. And at Microsoft, an IT team was tasked with managing power more efficiently through programming, the success of which led to a nearly 30% decrease in power consumption company-wide. Still, only a handful of American corporations have actually achieved 100% zero waste to landfill, and many of them burn their trash to get there. How could humanity actually get to zero waste someday? It'll take big thinking and enormous innovation, especially since our Earth is making more trash than ever before. In Israel, a startup called UBQ is building a chemical converter that turns trash, not recyclables, but actual trash, into a powder that can be substituted for petrochemicals in the making of plastic or trash stick. Over at Evo Eco, they're making a new kind of trash can called the Evo Bin, which tells consumers which items should be recycled, trashed, or composted in real time, leading to up to 77% landfill diversion. And at TerraCycle, they're committed to finding a way to recycle everything hard to recycle, like potato chip bags and cigarettes. Their zero waste boxes arrive direct to consumers' doorsteps, ready to be filled with anything and everything, then sent back to TerraCycle to be dealt with responsibly. It's the ultimate solution. Take my trash and do something better with it so I don't have to worry about it. Of course, ultimately, you do have to worry about it, because everyone needs a cleaner, less trashy future. And while this whole series was about waste problems and solutions, we left the best solution for last. It's also the solution that requires seemingly the least innovation. Simply use less. It won't be easy and it may not be fun, but the less everyone uses, the less we'll have to disappear. Because our future will be brighter if we don't have to deal with yesterday's or yesteryear's trash.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.